Boston outscoring Milwaukee by 14 after Giannis got the tee. Horford outscored Giannis in that span, including, of course, the dunk that we all saw. And look, you guys have both played playoff basketball. I mean, the role that emotion can play in these things. I might sit here saying, look, it's game 4. Your season's basically on the line. The Celtics can't need any more motivation than that. But sometimes these in-game things, they do tend to swing on moments like that.
Well, you can't allow emotion to get the best of you. You have to use it as a positive. So Al Horford gets emotional. He goes 6 for 6 in the fourth quarter. So there's an incredible amount of concentration and focus to go with that emotion. And yes, that play certainly fueled him, and it certainly fueled the Celtics the rest of the game.
And Giannis got a tee on that, by the way, after the little mean mug there and whatever words it were that were spoken. Horford said after, we didn't even hear what he said, but one way or another, he clearly didn't like it, Legs.
Yeah, he flexed up on him. He gave him a little something, a little head nod, scowled at him. It was enough for the officials to call it tee. That's obviously something that gets tees in modern basketball. You see more of that now, and it did. And Al Horford responded to his credit. But look, bottom line is this. He had to have some help with what opportunities were presented for him by spotting up, making threes. It's one thing if, like, one of those top-tier offense creators, those one-on-one guys, a KD or a LeBron or a Steph Curry, right, they have someone talk to them, and now they've got the ball to go, right? They can just go work on somebody. Al Horford still had to take advantage of opportunities that were presented, but he got himself in a great place mentally. He was laser-focused to knock down those shots.
I keep watching this play, and I continue to wonder, and look, I'm all for it, all right? I'm older than either of the two of you. I'm all for all of this little bit of tension and all. I mean, to me, I think that adds something, and there's nothing obviously terrible happening out there. But in the league, just a little elbow that Horford throws at the end of this play there, JJ, he gets it technical. I do wonder, in the world in which we live today, if that's not something that on the off day, someone is saying we need to look at.
There may be a phone call or two, but ultimately I think whether they change it to a flagrant 1 or keep it as a technical, a point is a point in the playoffs. I don't see that being a flagrant 2 that they would upgrade.
I don't think they do either, and I think it looked a lot worse to me in real time, right? It looks so bad.
Right.
And then you see the replay, and you can see Al Horford's not even really looking in that direction. I mean, his arm kind of flails about. The fact, JJ made a good point earlier, the fact that Al Horford didn't look at the damage that he had done, he just kept looking at the crowd. Maybe he knew, oh man, I caught him with a bow. I'm just going to look right here, right now, right? Because I think if he even glances at Giannis Antetokounmpo, maybe you're right.
That's a good job of taking the graphic down. I'm glad that we did that. You get a more complete look at it. Again, I'm not please, no one say Greeny suggests Al Horford should be suspended. That's the last thing on earth I think should happen. But I feel like we've seen, I mean, it's after the play, he kind of throws it out there. I don't know.
Legs, question for you. The Giannis taunt and then this play, are either of those anything in the 90s?
Oh,
in the 90s?
Are you kidding me? I remember several times, JJ, shooting free throws with cotton balls sticking out of my nostrils because of the blood that was pouring in. It was nothing more. Obviously, they weren't even taking a look at that stuff. It was adjust your spine, check your fillings, put the cotton in, and make your free throws.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.